Hi guys, this is Nikki, lead vet tech with PoshDogKneeBraces, and today let's talk about the wobbly kneecap, or also called luxating patella. I have a lot of people asking, can a luxating patella be braced? I see some companies listing luxating patella as the conditions that can be braced, and I just want to describe to you exactly what's going on and why maybe sometimes a brace isn't going to, be the best option. So literally, if I can fold this down, this is our tendon. So patellar tendon comes right in the front of our knee. So inside that patellar tendon is that little egg-shaped bone. That is our patella or kneecap. So then kneecap sits right in this groove right here. So what happens when we have a luxating patella is these parts on both sides of the groove get shallow. And so that means instead of, you can kind of see it from this end, they're nice and pointy. This is nice and deep. You can see that groove is really deep here. So that patella sits nicely in that groove. And a normal patella on a dog should not wiggle. You should not be able to force it one way or the other. It should stay firm in that groove. So what they do with surgery, with the little guys especially, is they take an instrument and they deepen that groove so that the patella again will sit nicely and not luxate back and forth. So that is what's going on when we have a luxating patella most of the time. Now if we've got a large breed patient and we've got a lot of bowing going on in the femur especially, that can also be pulling that kneecap to the side, and sometimes they'll luxate just to one side because the leg is twisting one way and the kneecap is still staying straight. So it's not that the kneecap is out, it's that the leg has twisted and the kneecap stayed in the same spot. So now we've got this medial luxating patella. Those are a little trickier because they have to actually cut the femur, retwist it so that it's straight. It's a pretty major surgery, and I can understand why some people hesitate with that one. So what can we do with the brace? So you can see our brace, it is fully supportive, fully stabilizing, and very comfortable. The issue is we have this lovely hole where the knee goes through. So here's the kneecap usually, here's the bottom bump of the knee, and they still have, range of motion where they're able to bend their knee, which is ideal with a CCL tear. But sometimes when we've got like a grade 4 luxating patella that wants to sit always on the inside of the knee, does this still support the knee? Yeah, it's fully supportive. It's preventing any shock absorption. It's adding that shock absorption, I should say, for the meniscus, preventing any downward force. But if that kneecap is really wanting to move back and forth, I don't know a brace out there that has full kneecap support like they do with human orthotics. Sometimes with a human brace, they have those little donuts that go around the kneecap to kind of help hold them in place. Well, we don't really have anything like that for our little guys. So it can be a little trickier. I do see a lot of relief in my luxating patella patients with a custom brace. I have been seeing more veterinarians recommending them get braces if they're not a surgical candidate, so that's good. However, does it fix the luxating patella? No, unfortunately, there's really no fixing if it's a groove issue and these are now shallow. Even bracing, that's great, we're stabilizing, but this kneecap can still luxate without the brace on. The brace will help stabilize and might buy you time, but eventually surgery might be necessary. I have also had great results with some patients just doing physical therapy with these, sometimes building the muscles surrounding that kneecap, keeping it from moving one way or another. That's what they do in human medicine. So, that might be something to try as well. So can you brace? Yes, it's not going to hurt anything. The brace is going to give full support and stabilization. It's not going to stop a kneecap from moving no matter what type of brace. Even these neoprene soft braces, I see these guys trying to say, oh, they help kneecaps. Well, there's no donut there to help, support the kneecap. It's literally just a thin piece of Velcro and neoprene. So those aren't going to stop the kneecap either, unfortunately. There are some suit-like material. I'm seeing more like spandex. Those might have potential with our little guys, so that might be something to look into. I haven't really seen a lot of those out there. But again, that is something that, we can definitely discuss if you have any questions. I do free consults, PoshDogKneeBrace.com, and my email is poshintakenumber1@gmail.com. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.